Just June this year lang kami nag-book ng ticket. Dahil biglaan, kaya pinili talaga namin yung pinaka-cheap na airfare that time, which is the Philippine Airlines. If you are planning to go to Boracay on a budget, number one that you need to consider is your airfare. It's better to book ahead of time like a year ago or wait for the seat sale of your preferred airlines. By the way, this is our fourth time to go to the island. Hindi na din kami eager mag-tour sa island kasi most of it napuntahan na namin before. Pero iba pa din talaga yung ambience ng Boracay and that will keeps you coming back again and again. Here's our breakdown and details of our do-it-yourself airport transfer to the island. We prefer DIY dahil mas tipid at hindi naman ganun ka-hassle since pack light lang naman talaga kami pag umaalis. Tig-isa lang kami ng bag ng husband ko. Pagdating namin sa island, nag-check-in muna kami sa hotel located at Station 2, malapit sa D-Mall Palengke na nabook through Agoda with his friends. After namin mag-bag drop sa hotel, lumabas agad kami ng beachfront, which is mga 3 to 5 minutes walk away dun sa hotel. Habagat season pala this time, and first time ko makita yung beachfront na medyo messy at malakas yung waves. Our previous visit here, it was the month of July, December, and January. Lahat yon kalmado yung alon and sunny weather, pero ngayon medyo cloudy. After konting lakad sa White Beach, nag-dinner muna kami sa Kusina Seafood Bar and Restaurant. Parang seafood ng pa-style paluto. By the way, dinner treat pala to ng best friend ng hubby ko, kaya I have no idea kung magkano. Pero expect yun na hindi siya budget friendly. After namin mag-dinner, inaya ko sila sa D-Mall for gelato for dessert. This was my first time to try this and I don't think that I will try it again. For our first night, sa Wave Bar and Lounge kami nag-chill. The place was okay, may fire dancer and DJ. For day 2, mga 8 AM na kami nagising. By the way, wala palang kasamang breakfast yung Island Inn na inistayan namin sa Station 2. Tas after namin mag-freshen up, sabi ko, daan muna kami ng Back Beach or sa Bulabog Beach bago kami mag-lunch. Kapag habagat season daw kasi, most likely yung mga water activities nandito sa Bulabog Beach, like crystal kayak and paddleboard dahil malakas yung hangin at alon sa White Beach. Andito din pala yung leaning coconut tree na very Instagrammable. For lunch, we decided na sa Barlow Restaurant kamain. Since mag-check-in din naman kami for one night dito sa Two Seasons Hotel. We ordered triple cheese pizza, oyster sisig, and truffled pasta. We tried it before bago pa siya ma-overhype. Pero masarap naman talaga. Pero nothing special. Here's a quick room tour. Humiwalay pala kami for one night para may alone time naman kami kahit kasama namin yung friends niya. By the way, dito pala kami nakastay dati after ng wedding namin last 2018. Same hotel, kaya sinuggest ko talaga na dito kami mag-book ng room. Aside sa maganda yung room with veranda, may pa-welcome drinks with breakfast buffet. Another plus factor talaga nito ay beachfront hotel siya sa Station 1 and along roadside din siya, kaya very convenient. Before sunset, we went to Diniwit Beach. Maganda daw yung sunset watching dito while drinking cocktails, kaso medyo cloudy kaya wala masyadong sunset view. In fairness, masarap yung cocktails nila dito, kaso medyo pricey. And sobrang sarap nitong nachos nila. Tas meron pa silang free popcorn. Sobrang na-enjoy ko yung ambience dito. Hindi masyadong maingay, sakto lang yung music, tapos maganda yung view. After 3 rounds ng cocktails, inantok na ako ng bongga kaya di na ako sumama sa night out. Nagstay na lang ako sa hotel, tas nag all boys night out na lang yung husband ko and yung friends niya. For day 3, around 8 a.m. ulit ako nagising. Kahit 5 a.m. na umuwi yung hubby ko, ginising ko pa din para sabay kaming mag-breakfast. Madaming food option yung breakfast buffet nila dito. Pero yung pinaka-bet ko talaga is yung omelette station nila.
Mushroom bacon. Mushroom bacon lang.
Good morning! After checkout, we went to the mall for lunch at dito na rin namin minit yung friends niya. We decided na dito sa Island Inasal kumain. Very affordable yung mga food sa menu nila and masarap din. We ordered beef kansi and chicken inasal. Bigla ko ngang na-miss yung food trip namin sa Bacolod dati. And sakto din talaga yung mainit na sabaw sa may mga hangover. What's chicken inasal without chicken oil? Umorder din pala ako ng chicken isol dito, kaso ang liit. Nag-expect talaga ako na malaki din yung isol nila katulad sa Manukan Country sa Bacolod. After namin kumain ng lunch, naglakad-lakad lang kami dito sa may D-Mall at sa beachfront dito sa Station 2. First time namin pumunta ngayon ng Boracay na hindi sunny yung weather, mostly kasi cloudy, tapos biglang uulan. Pero kahit hindi ganun kaganda yung weather nung nagpunta kami ng Boracay, nag-dessert pa rin kami. We tried halo mango for the first time. And syempre, Jonas fruit shake for the nth time. Very unique talaga yung ambience at ganda ng Boracay. Kahit hindi ganun kaganda yung panahon, sobrang ganda pa rin ng Boracay. And eto din yung pinaka-chill na stay namin dito sa island. More on tambay lang talaga kami dito sa beach. Tapos kapag may nagtatanong sa amin mga tour guide, sinasabi na lang namin na tapos na or nagawa na namin para hindi na kami kinukulit at paulit-ulit yung tanong. Akala namin lilipas yung trip na to na hindi namin makikita yung sunset dito, which is sobrang ganda. Buti na lang huminto agad yung ulan, so naabutan pa namin yung sunset. After namin magbabad sa beach, ayun, nagbanlaw lang kami, tapos dumiretso na kami dito sa surf and turf. Medyo natagalan lang kami mag-intay bago kami ma-accommodate kasi madaming kumakain, pero mabilis lang yung serving time. In fairness, masarap yung food nila dito and very affordable, kaya madaming taong kumakain. At dahil pabalik na kami ng Manila, early morning kinabukasan, here we are at Epic for the sulit ng mga persons. And that's the end of this Boracay vlog. See you next gala. Likes and subscribes, yun lang. Thank you.